I'm in Beddgelert. I'm going to catch the S3 bus towards Rhyd-Ddu and then walk back. Yes, the local authorities are doing all they can to encourage people to use the bus. Look at that nice bus lay-by there. Now here's the Rhyd-Ddu car park for quite a few people here, and it's one of the Snowdon car parks. There's several of them. There's the great mountain itself up there. You've got the choice also, you can, in the season that is, which is starting shortly with Easter, Castle is on the move. There's Rhyd-Ddu station. Goes from Porth. You can either go in one direction to Porthmadog or the other to Carnarvon. Yeah. Okay, so I'll start the walk now. There's the Snowdon car park and the railway station, and here's the beginning of the walk right here. There's a signpost there, Beddgelert, 7.6 kilometres. There's the end of the Anton Ridge there. Magnificent mountain scenery, really. And actually this is a cycle trail I'm walking along. It goes from here, you are here, and it goes all of that green all the way down to Beddgelert, where I was parked. Yeah, I don't know. Gwyrfai. Yeah, I can't pronounce it. Yeah. Alright, it's fantastic here. Really, it's surprising that I don't come up here more often. It's only, well, it's about a 40-minute drive from Harlech, where I live, to here. And it's only a short drive, really. And yeah, I only come up here maybe once or twice a year. Yeah, I just heard the hoot of a train whistle. So they may have actually started up the trains already. And unless they're maintenance trains. Up there. And when they constructed this trail, they did a very good job constructing the bridges that go along with it. Okay, so over there you have Mynydmawr. I think that mountain up there is Igarn, right? It's the end of the Nantle Ridge, the famous Nantle Ridge, one of the best ridge walks in Wales. Mole Elio over there, a moorland mountain, a long ridge then, goes all the way up to the summit of Snowdon up there. And that's where all those people are parked in the car are probably going, up to the summit of Snowdon there. You continue along, you get to one of the subsidiary mountains of the Snowdon. That's Rhyd-Ddu, I think, Rhyd-Ddu. And then continue to that point there, and you get mole hedbug. Yeah, and the ridge. Yeah, so it's a great spot to come and visit for mountain scenery. Okay, unfortunately with the sun shining, sun bright, I have trouble focusing on the. Okay, so there it is. The looks like the services have started. I can't actually see them. I'm just guessing where it is. The train. It stopped at the station there. Yeah. Well, I've already taken. I've only gone a quarter of a mile. I've already taken quite a bit of a video. Now this causeway was constructed for the quarrying operations. There's some workings about a quarter of a mile ahead, so this was constructed, I think, probably back in the 19th century, but it's been kind of nicely updated for the cycle path. Okay, that train's on the move again. I say I'm just kind of guessing where it is. It might be a practice run. I can't actually, well, this distance my sight's not good, but I can't actually see any people in there. But so that might be a practice run, ready for when they open up the railway for public transportation for Easter, which is what. I think it's a week on, yeah, about 10 days time maybe. Tour de France type cyclists generally turn the nose up at these, but there's some cyclists there, but they're people like me that like to see the scenic wonders. They're just casual cyclists. They're not those that would like to be competing in, say, the Tour de France. They go hurtling along the main roads. Okay, so this is part of the Snowdonia Slate Trail. That would be a very interesting trail to walk if you're interested in the old quarries, and quite a few people are, I think. Another walker coming in this direction. Gadar, I think it's called, that lake. I'm glad I came on this walk. I mean, you can see what kind of a day it is. This good weather's continuing. There's a nice seat there. But I'll continue on a little bit further. Okay, so this is there was, I don't know how long, whether it's recently or what, but this is a very extensive grass fire here, and I don't know how it's affected these this very, very pleasant woodland here. Coniferous, not what do you call it? Not conifers, pine woodland. I don't know how it's. I think it's damaged to some extent. Those trees, very extensive grass fire. Now, how recent that is, I don't. That took place. I'm not sure, but you can see it's spread all over. And I think, unless the farmer set the fire somewhere over there and it got out of control. Reached this forest as well, so that's unfortunate. I don't like to see that. I like trees, and of course wildfires are a part of the feature of the natural course of things, but of course they're also used to clear rubbish vegetation, brambles and gorse and bracken that the farmers have got no use for. And look, this is one of the most extensive fires I think I've come across, and he may have just happened. Just this dry weather has lasted for about 6 weeks. Now, this roughly 5-mile walk from Rhyd-Ddu to Beddgelert is on the whole downhill, but it's about roughly it's a 400 difference in elevation or altitude, a 400-foot descent from Rhyd-Ddu to Beddgelert. But there are 1 or 2 uphill sections, like here. There's a gradual uphill section here, probably less than 100 feet of ascent. Okay, so that grass fire came up to about that point there, just in that field down there, and then kind of ended. There's Snowdon again. Alright, so, and of course, well, farmers don't like trees, and so they have no objection if the trees disappear, because it creates farmland. But I'm not sure about the loggers though, because this, even though this isn't Snowdonia National Park, or the Welsh equivalent, as far as the name goes, but logging operations do take place, so they don't want the trees to disappear until they're ready to be chopped down. Hedbog ahead. There's a party of well-equipped hikers. Looks like they're on a backpacking tour. Came just a few yards up here to see if there's a seat up here for a break. It doesn't look like there is. This is the Beddgelert Forest car park. A lot of people are walking and cycling. It's yeah, okay, so yeah, walking trail, you are here, so yeah. Mountain biking. There's a sketch of some of the, or picture of some of the mountain biking trails. Okay, so there's no sign of a bench here, so well, sometimes they fallen trees have closed off the trails, but I have an idea. Oops, I've just missed the train. Oh well. Let's see. Is it? Oh, there it is. You can just about see it. Yeah. Okay, that's a maintenance. That's a maintenance train there. Yeah. Okay, so no sign of a seat here. So carry on, I suppose. Rhyd-Ddu delivery man. Pretty handy if you live out in the middle of nowhere. Hebog and the subsidiary ridge range there. That's a nice ridge walk along the top and then up to the summit of Hebog. Okay, Beddgelert this way. It's an old bridge dating from ancient times. And the little railway line here, which goes down to Beddgelert and then carries on to Porthmadog. Now I am ready for a break, more than ready actually. I'm about halfway, maybe possibly slightly over halfway along this walk, which is largely downhill. As you can see, it's more or less downhill on the whole, that is. Here we're slightly uphill again, but as soon as I see a flat rock or anything that's suitable to sit on, I'm going to have a break. Had a break there on that rock, very nice, with a view of Snowdon, and it's also got a view of the Moorwinds over there. I'm just guessing where they are again because of the sun in the viewfinder. Yeah, the Moorwinds over there. Yeah, and Kinich, I believe it's pronounced, to the left. Yeah. And of course to head, oh, there's some walkers coming in both directions actually. More hebog ahead. I can hear another train running, and look at this, if I'd hung on for another 5 minutes I'd have come across these benches.
See ya.
Looks like, well, that would have been more interesting, that footpath there. That's the correct footpath, but again, because of falling trees, there's a diversion. Yes, I think the storm that brought down all these trees, well, these have been chopped, cleared, but it was quite a strong storm, severe storm we had by standards in the UK anyway, just before Christmas. Yeah, that caused a lot of damage. I've taken a video, I think more than one video, or at least sections of the walk anyway, before, so this is kind of a repeat walk and repeat videos, but well worth taking another video there. So I always thought this was a nice area to have like a second, well, kind of like a second home. All these wooden lodges or chalets right here in the middle of Snowdonia. Okay, this is where the diversion ends, so I'll get back on, well, only a short dive, well, half a mile maybe. There's a sign up there, Beddgelert, 2.5 kilometres, what's that, about maybe, you know, for 1 3/4 miles, but it's an easy walk. It's mainly downhill. I wanted to easy uphill sections. You can see all the trees, they all came down. Looking up towards the Ogwen Valley. Small hebog up there. If you can see, there's a train going uphill there. It's popping away there. It's uphill work for the train. They say it might be just a practice run, I'm not sure. There might be people on board. If I see, yeah. But you can see how the weather is, right? Been like this for days. Sounds like there's another train coming up. There's a series of loops there to allow the trains to make an ascent up this fairly steep hillside above Beddgelert. Okay, and there's the mighty mole hebug. Looks a long way up from here. Won't focus in on him, but I can see a hiker there, a summiteer going at a good pace towards the to conquer mole hebug, and that's actually a false summit up there. The actual summit is about 300 foot higher. It's behind there. Yeah, there's the. It's a no. That was a runner. He passed me earlier on. He's not running up mole hebug. He'll probably run down it. Yeah, it's fantastic here. Oh, I keep on using that word, fantastic. Yeah, I got into the habit of using it. Okay. You can see another section of woodland here that's suffered that storm damage. And nice for people that were farmers, for instance, cut that up into firewood and sell it. But lots of trees came down here. Beddgelert down there, the village of Beddgelert. I'm going round the footpath end of Beddgelert, and I'll be passing by the railway station, the village down there. So I'll just go up. It's a bit blustery now, and have a quick look at these steam locomotives. There's a coffee shop just off to the side there, so it looks like they are taking passengers. It's there it is. The season started. Okay, this is a handy place to finish up the walk. You can get a little coffee machine there. You can get yourself a coffee. And there's some Snickers there and chocolate snacks. This is on the. Just you can just see a little bit of the train there. He'll be. I think he'll be leaving. 15:40. I haven't checked the time, but can't be too far away from that. Okay, so the season has started. The last train departs at 15:40, which is, I think, less than 5 minutes from now. So I don't know if there's any last minute stragglers that just missed the train. It's like the Aberglaslyn, nicely polished. Has some assistance as a diesel locomotive there as well. To my own, after my own heart, just struggling up there to catch the last train home. The train says it departs at 15:40, but it's less than that. There's another train spotter coming towards me. Okay, so that train departed a few minutes after the actual departure time to allow for stragglers, because it is an uphill walk from the village, only 100 yards or so, or a couple of 100 yards maybe. There's another the Royal Goat Hotel. Queen Victoria stayed there once. And the guy that owned that hotel concocted the legend of Beddgelert. I won't go into it, but it wasn't true, but it was brought in the tourists. Look at that. That's a sign of spring over there. What's that called? Not sure. Okay, so all's well and good. Made it to the village of Beddgelert. About 4 o'clock now, I think. Okay, I'm in the back streets of Beddgelert. Beautiful little village, a mountain village. But there used to be access to the car park across here. There was a footbridge, but I'm not sure if it's still open. I'll shortly find out. Looks like it's still open. Yeah, and it's had a new paint job as well. So, yeah, great stuff. So that's, yeah, here it is. Or is it? There's a gate there on the other side, but I can hop over that. Yeah, so the car park's just over the other side of that wall, so that's the end of this walk. So thanks for watching. I'll just, yeah, so there's the, I don't quite know, can't remember what the name is, but it's low on water, still a bit of water running into it. But, yeah, this is open.